Patriots have the 4th overall pick.
Yep.
And today was measuring day.
Yeah.
Size matters. And the threshold is 33 inches. So, give us the tackles that have been selected 4th overall and what their measurements were.
All right, yeah, so it's important. Will Campbell is the tackle everyone's talking about at LSU, right? And 33-inch arms is the important measurement. He came in at 32 and 5/8-inch arms. So he's undersized for an NFL tackle. But you look at, since 2000, we've had a few tackles go 4th overall. Most of them were pretty good. The first one was a bust. You got Mike Williams, who went to the Bills in 2002. He was a bust.
Bust.
Yeah. By the end of his time in Buffalo, he was already playing D tackle, and he came in as an offensive tackle. So not good for him. But you move on. In 2006, the Jets got DeBrickshaw Ferguson.
Ooh, the brick.
Yep.
Okay, and what was his arm length?
Oh, his arm length, 35.5 inches.
That's a tackle.
Yeah. So going off of that, Mike Williams, only 33.5. Whole 2-inch difference there.
Okay.
All right. We'll go on. We got Trent Williams to the Redskins.
Trent Williams, future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
49ers.
He's been All-Pro, what? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons here, All-Pro.
Yeah.
First team All-Pro.
Okay.
Yeah, and he had a 34.25-inch arm length.
So 34.25.
Yep.
And he's a left tackle.
Yeah. No, great left tackle.
That guy's a left tackle.
Yeah, he's
You want to
arguably
build a Super Bowl team that's been there twice? He's the guy.
Yeah, Trent Williams is arguably the best left tackle in the NFL during his span while he's been in the league. Moving on, we got 2012. Matt Khalil.
Matt Khalil, good player.
Yeah.
Fine player. Might have played in the Super Bowl with Cam Newton, I think.
Yeah, I believe so. He started out with the Vikings, then moved to Carolina.
Yeah.
He also had 34.5-inch arms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're seeing a theme here.
Yeah, and he was middle of the road. I'm not sure he was worthy of the 4th overall pick, but he got one Pro Bowl.
Probably not worthy of the 4th overall pick, but
Not a bust.
at least they identified a number and felt comfortable about drafting the guy.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And again, one Pro Bowl. He started in 82 NFL games.
He was
not
fine.
a bust. Yeah.
He was fine. 4th overall, questionable, but fits the mold.
Exactly. Now, my personal favorite, obviously, Eagles fan, Lane Johnson.
Ooh.
So Lane Johnson comes in. Now, he's a right tackle.
What year was Lane Johnson selected?
He was 2013.
So Lane Johnson, 2013, 4th overall pick.
Yep.
What was his arm length?
Would you like to guess? See if you could guess.
I'm going to say, believe it or not, I'm going to say he's like a 34.
35.25.
Whoa.
Yeah, so Lane Johnson's big boy. Two first-team All-Pros, 3 second-team All-Pros, possibly headed to the Hall of Fame. 2 Super Bowl wins, probably Hall of Famer.
He's probably a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. All right.
And he's pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah. So him and Trent Williams are,
I mean, I don't know, bookend best tackles in the league, maybe, arguably.
for their time in the league, 100%. Those are the 2 best tackles in the league.
Both drafted 4th overall.
Both drafted 4th overall.
With over 33-inch threshold.
Yes, 100%. Wait,
Okay.
like an inch over minimum.
No, it's good.
Yeah. All right. Then we go, the biggest of them all. We got Andrew Thomas, 2020, to the Giants, 4th overall.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, so we're
For
going.
the Giants, and he just got extended, right?
Yeah, just got extended in 2023. It was a 5-year deal, around $117 million. So the Giants obviously think highly of him. He's had some injuries the last few years, so that's maybe held him off the field some time. But
a sure thing, 4th overall pick.
yeah, and
got a second contract.
Yes, got a second contract, which is big. And his arm length, ready for this? 36 1/8 inch.
Big boy.
Massive.
I need a big boy. I need a big boy. That's a big one.
Yeah. So Will Campbell, again, coming in at 32 5/8 arm inch.
So that's it. 4th round picks, 4th overall picks that were tackles selected in the last 25 years.
Pretty much, yeah.
And what do you think the hit rate was?
Well, I mean, Mike Williams is the only one that I'd say didn't hit.
So it's at 5. How many were there?
You had 6 total.
5 out of 6 hit. The one that didn't had the shortest arms of them all.
Yes, that's correct. And 2 are Hall of Fame players.
So it brings up this draft class, 4th pick. I mean, Kelvin Banks, he's from Texas. I don't think we've heard much from him.
No, I don't think they've been saying he's going to be a top 10 pick, though.
I think he's the best tackle, in my opinion. My opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right. Will Campbell was 32 and 5/8. Would you draft a player based off of this with an arm length at 32 and 5/8 with the 4th overall pick?
I would not unless the Pats are willing to move him to guard. That's the big issue here.
Why are you going to draft a guard 4th overall?
You don't, but you take a flyer.
Why? See, like in this draft, I get it. Like you're an Eagles fan. The Eagles don't draft for position need, right?
Well, not anymore because we drafted Lane Johnson.
They draft the best player available, right? Yeah. So in this case, don't you feel like the Patriots should draft the best, most impactful player available?
Yeah, maybe, but maybe that is Campbell, depending on who gets there. Like Quentin Nelson was very impactful for the Colts.
Yeah, but how is that working for the Colts?
Well, it's the Colts. They've made some other bad decisions.
But do you get what I'm saying?
No,
like, yeah. Hey, Quentin, how you doing, Quentin? What's up, man? But like Cole Strange went in the first round and was a guard. He was 30, whatever pick, mid-20s. Was it the right pick? No.
Yeah, probably not. No.
So the thought of moving guy to guard, out.
Yeah. One other point I want to come away with this here, Joe, is all of these guys that I mentioned, left tackles. The only right tackle was Lane Johnson.
That's right. Everyone else was a left tackle. Yeah. And Will Campbell's a right tackle.
Granted, Mike Williams played right tackle in college, but the Bills tried to move him from right tackle to left tackle. Granted, he was the bust out of the class of all those guys. But still, you're going to say everyone was meant to be a left tackle besides Lane Johnson.
What do you think the Patriots should do with the 4th overall pick?
Trade down if they can get the value for it. I don't think that there's going to be a player there that they desperately need, unless Carter's there for some odd reason, but that won't happen.
I also am starting to think that maybe they should trade down. Like, not because if Abdul Carter's there, I want them to take him.
Well, yeah, he's the next Myles Garrett.
If Travis Hunter's there, I want them to take it.
But is skill position how you win football games?
Well, if you put him at cornerback with Christian Gonzalez, now you have 2 young corners to build around. Yeah, look what the Eagles just did. Didn't they just draft 2 young corners?
Yeah, but they were ready to win. They didn't draft him 4th overall.
But who says that if you draft Travis Hunter and plug and play free agents there, they can't be a better defense?
They could be, but I think offensive line is a more pressing issue.
Oh, it's pressing.
Yeah, it's bad.
But don't you think in this case that they're better off addressing the needs with money and free agency because they're actually somewhat, I don't want to call them sure things, but at least guys with tape in the NFL?
Bigger resume in the NFL is important, and I'll give you that. Now, I don't think that Will Campbell should be the 4th overall pick, especially, again, we just looked at all this arm length. If he's a bust, that's bad for the Patriots. Then you're just recycling. Then all of a sudden, you're the same place you are, a season from now, and you still need a left tackle.
I just don't think you can think of your next future left tackle with 32-inch arms.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look good for Will Campbell. And I mean, he's said he can be a versatile player and he can move around, but that's him trying to get drafted. If he can move around, that means he's probably not playing left tackle.
All right. You want to take some calls?
Why not?
All right, let's start with Dennis in Fuller Park. Hey, Dennis.
Hey, Joe. How's it going?
How you doing? Say hi to Trent.
Doing good. You probably met me at Polar Park during that trading card event. You sold me the Wes Welker card and just more memento to me. So just want to say thanks. Yes.
Wes Welker, future Hall of Famer.
I was just about to ask, Joe.
Future Hall of Famer.
I don't know. It depends who you ask, but he was just personal for me. But, yeah, my take on Travis Hunter, and I'm wondering if I hate to cross sports, but first things first, the school he went to was Colorado, so does the elevation affect anything with his draft or the school he came in? Because he didn't go to the combine to, his workout there. And I'm relating it to, like, Trevor's story. I don't want us to be burned again, like, how stats are a little bit higher because of elevation at Coors Field or whatever Colorado is there, too. So just wanted your take on that, and I'll hang up. Thanks.
You know what? I don't think anyone's looked into it, but why don't we look up the game logs?
Game logs?
Game logs not at Colorado.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's important, but
So they played at, let me just do this. They played at Colorado State this year. And in that game, he had 13. Okay, that's Colorado. Sorry. All right, how about Florida? Is Florida a good area? Can we use Florida?
yeah, easily. That's
Okay.
definitely not high and mountainous.
9 receptions for 89 yards and a touchdown. How about Nebraska? Can we use?
Yeah,
Is
go
that cool?
for it. Yeah, anything's lower than Colorado, I think, Joe.
10 receptions, 110 yards. Is that good?
Yeah,
Okay. How about Kansas? You know what Kansas is?
yeah, that's cornfields and nothing else, right?
8 catches, 125 yards, 2 touchdowns. The worst game that he had was at Arizona, but I think he got hurt in that game. 2 catches, 17 yards. He had a 3-catch, 26 at home. His numbers on the road were massive. 10 at Nebraska, 13 at Colorado State. I know it's Colorado. UCF, 9. Texas Tech, 9 and for 100. Kansas. I could look up the next year if you really want me to, but I think we made the argument there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think that the elevation matters. I think Travis Hunter, he even showed he could do it at Jackson State.
That's
He'd
right.
probably still be an NFL player right now if he'd stayed at Jackson State.
Damn right. Bernie is in Braintree. Hey, Bernie.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
I mean, talking about the draft, I think realistically, I don't think we should go for the best player that we can get. In my opinion, I think we should build a squad of decent guys on the defensive and offensive tackles because we need to defend Drake May because we can't just let the other team's defense just get to the quarterback whenever they want.
Okay, but would you do it at 4?
4, I mean, I don't know. I think we should take who's good, who we get at number 4, and then focus on building a more of a defensive core. But
Okay,
I don't know.
so who is it at 4 then?
It's a hard decision for me. I don't know. I couldn't name a guy for you.
So you want them to select a guy and build from there, but you can't pick a guy.
No, I don't know. I just think as long as you can get somebody decent and then build a defensive core. What I really think is we need to build something around Drake May so that the defense can't just sack him. Because my friends have always been talking about, what if we just pick up T. Higgins? Well, I mean, if Drake May has enough time to stay in the pocket and throw to T. Higgins 10, 20 yards down the field.
All right, well, let me ask you this. You have Travis Hunter, and you have Will Campbell at 4. You have to pick one of the two. Who are you picking?
Everybody wants to say Travis Hunter, but I think I'd take Will Campbell.
Guys, they have actual models and grades. To me, Travis Hunter has a higher grade than Will Campbell.
Well, and there's a reason why the arms matter right now. There's a reason why we're talking about this.
Yes. Here's the deal. Mason Graham, under 33-inch threshold. Will Campbell, under 33-inch threshold. You know what that means? Out!
Yeah.
Out at 4! Out!
And look, the guys that have been successful. DeBrickshaw Ferguson, Andrew Thomas, Lane Johnson, Trent Williams, they're over 33. They're in 35, 34 range. Heck, Andrew Thomas is 36-inch arms. There's nowhere, it's not even it's half an inch. No, the guys that are successful that get drafted 4th overall and go be all pro tackles, they have 34, 35-inch length arms.
All right, in 2022, 7 offensive linemen had both an arm length of 33 inches or less and a wingspan of 79 inches or less. 2 were 6th-round picks. 4 were signed as undrafted free agents. 1 was drafted in the first 5 rounds. Taylor Linderbaum of Iowa, he was a center, taken by the Ravens, 25th in the first round.
Yeah, I was about to say, Joe, you have to remember, we're talking about tackles here. You can have that wingspan, that smaller arm length, and play inside. That's a lot easier, but you tend not to draft a center or a guard, 4th overall. I I understand if the Patriots take him, try to make him a tackle, it doesn't work, then they move him to guard because you still need a player there. But, again, you don't want to draft a guard 4th overall.
All right, Trent. It's good work, buddy. Nice job. If you like that clip, check out more videos from my show, The Joe Murray Show, here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.